Welcome back. We are going to be working on the next activity, and that one is making 5 different types of holes. So we're going to start again with a standard IPT. We're going to choose a sketch to work on. This time I'm actually going to choose this particular plane so that when we extrude it, you can see the holes a little bit better. We're going to start out with a circle that is 4 inches in diameter, and then we are going to extrude our circle, and we're going to extrude that 1.5 inches. We're going to then take that and sketch on the top face, and I'm going to create a point. I'm going to dimension that point so it is 1.25 inches away from the center point. Once I have that, I'm going to then make a circular pattern, selecting my point as my geometry, then selecting my center point as my axis. I only need 5 for my 5 different types of holes. I'm going to go ahead and finish that sketch. From there, I'm just going to select one of the points to create, and then select Create Hole. If I selected no point and then selected hole, all 5 would then try to make a hole at the same time. Working in clockwise fashion, I'm going to start here and go through each of the 5 different types of holes. The first one tells us that we have a diameter of 0.25, and it's going to go the whole way through. So this tells us our diameter, and our termination is through all. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. You'll notice all 5 my points now disappeared. In order to see them again, I'm going to click on the plus sign next to hole 1, and I'm going to right click on sketch 2, and I'm going to share the sketch. Now my sketch is now visible. So I'm going to go to the next hole, the next point clockwise, select that. This one is telling me that this is going to be a counterbore hole. So the counterbore is written so that it goes 0.375, that is our inner diameter. It is going to go through the whole way. The outer diameter, the top, has a diameter of 0.75, and that part is going to go down 0.25. So I'm going to select my counterbore option from my holes, change this so that it says 0.75 for my top diameter, my outer, and my bottom diameter is 375. So the bottom diameter goes the whole way through, so the termination is going to be through all. The top part goes down, this is depth, goes down 0.25. Now I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Moving clockwise fashion, next one, create hole. This one is going to be a countersunk. Same inner diameter, same outer diameter. Instead of watching the depth of the outer diameter, though, we're going to watch the angle that it makes. So I'm going to select my countersunk option. Make sure that my parameters are correct. So outer diameter 0.75, inner diameter 0.375, angle of 82 degrees. So that one checks out. Next one is going to be a threaded feature. So now this is important to watch where the threading goes. Now you noticed here it's telling me a depth of 0.75. That depth is going to be how far the threading is going to go down. So we're going to have to select our tapped, and there's no counterbore or countersunk, so I'm going to go back to my regular drilled hole. So I have my tapped hole, I have drilled hole. My diameter is given here as 1/4 of an inch. Now you notice here this is telling me how far is this going down. This is defaultly already at 0.75. I'm going to leave it there. Now I have to set the diameter of the drill, and that's done at the size. So I'm going to change that. This is going up numerically, so I want to scroll to find where it says 0.25. I found that right here. Go ahead and select 0.25. The designation should match the thread note given. And then once that matches, go ahead and click OK. My final one is going to be a clearance hole. Now the clearance hole is a little bit different. So this is big enough that a hex head bolt is going to be able to pass through. So I'm going to select my hole. Now in this case I want to select clearance hole. I want to make sure that it's for a hex head bolt, and the size of that hex head is going to be 1/2 inch. Now that I changed all these at the bottom, the diameter up at the top changes in accordance. Each time I change my diameter, you'll notice that this also changes. So you want an ANSI Unified Threads hex head bolt, 1/2 inch size, normal fit, and then go ahead and select OK. Those are my 5 holes. In order to finish, let's make the sketch disappear. So you want to right click Sketch 2 and select your visibility. And now you have 5 different types of holes. You'll notice on the tapped one, there is threading that you can see. Go ahead and save that into your home drive, and you're done. Congratulations. See you on the next one.